Hey everyone. So this week we are talking about Mary and Martha, and that is from Luke 10:38-42. And that's just the story where Jesus visits and Mary's working. Mary's sitting with Jesus, and Martha's working, and Mary gets upset with Martha, and Jesus tells them that Mary's doing the right thing and she's chosen what's wise and it will not be taken from her. I'm paraphrasing. But anyways, so I'll be making a giant one in the Bible story, and then we're going to make one to take home to remind them. So we're going to make a little prayer pail. And so what you'll do is, you'll just talk about how, if we've got like the big important things like God and Jesus should be the main important thing that we should put first. And then we've got like things like family and friends that are really important. But then there's a lot of other stuff in our lives that take up time. School and work and games and all the different things we do. And if we're not careful and protect the important things, they get pushed out and there's no room for them anymore. So what I'll do is I'll fill up it with sand, and then I won't be able to put the rocks in. So they'll have already seen that. And so what they'll be doing is just making their own to take home to remind them that. And so you'll give them a cup and a lid, and then we're going to give them one big rock they're going to choose, and then they can pick like two little rocks. And that'll be like family and friends or something, like is what our little rocks represent. So we want to get those in our cup, and then just show them how they can take a Dixie cup, dip some sand, and then pour the sand in. Now, a lot of our rocks are going to disappear, and that's okay, because the idea is we've got those fundamental things in there first before we fill up the rest of our day with sand. And if we don't do that, if we don't put aside time for Jesus, or if we don't put aside time to spend with our family and friends and whatnot, then we won't have that time anymore, because time just goes. So we want to get that filled up. It doesn't have to be absolutely to the top. And then you're going to put it on. But actually, first you want to do is take some duct tape, and you're going to just do two little squares of duct tape. One on either side of the lid. You could just do one, but I think it's better to do both sides so it's fully sealed and parents don't have sand everywhere. So first we're going to tape off our lid. Get a nice seal there so that we don't have any sand coming out of there. Then we put our lid on. And then I think we should also you can either go around this way, like I did on this one, or you can just do, if you kind of want to continue this down the side and tape it on that way. Either way is fine, or whatever they prefer theirs to look like. And then we will give them a label here, and they can stick that on their I decorated my label on this one a little bit. I drew some stuff on there. And then, so they can stick that on, and then they can decorate with stickers. And maybe if they want to decorate with like a Sharpie or something like that, they can draw on it, write their name or anything like that, and just take that home to remind them that God's got to come first. So we have to make sure we set that time aside for God and family and friends and stuff like that, because we can suddenly have no time for any of that. Now we have a second activity, and this could be an alternate activity if you look at this and go, that sounds like a nightmare. I don't want to do that. That's fine. So the other activity will be this little door hanger, and it's a 4-sided one. So you've got, I am doing chores, I'm spending time with God, I am doing my homework, I am spending time with friends and family. And so it helps us think about our priorities and how we need to make time for all the important things in our lives. And so you'll just give them a sheet like this, have them color it, and then you're just going to cut all along the edges like you normally would to cut it out. And then it's not hard, it's just a little bit different. You're going to fold down the center, and there is a dotted line right there in the very center. So you're just going to fold it in half, and then you're going to fold it in half again, and there's another little tiny dotted line there. And then what you'll do is cut on the red. So you're going to cut through all of it, and you're just going to cut here, and then you're going to cut that circle out. And that's going to give you your door hanger, but you want to cut through all the layers so that you can hang it on all the sides. And then you'll just give them a paper clip, like this this one I said is thing. And then they can just paper clip it so that it kind of stays together a little better and hang that on their door. And it just helps them think about all the different things that they've got to prioritize in their life.